Hello everyone! In this short video, I would like to talk about how we can be energized during the whole day and keep our energy level high. I'm sure you know how it is when you get up in the morning, you're energized and you're ready for your day, and during the day or at the end of the day you feel very low and you have a lack of energy. Why? Firstly, I would like to show you or to talk about common behavior, why this happens. Because energetically, it doesn't have to be like that. So one common behavior of which many people do is, for example, that we get up in the morning and, for example, we receive an email from our boss and this email isn't really very pleasant. So we feel angry, we feel sad, we feel rejected, and sometimes we say, so I don't care, I don't want to talk about it, I want to just forget about it. Or the other way around is that you stay with these energies and with these emotions the whole day. So that you always think about it, then your day is over after this email, and you really feel low the whole day because of this one situation which happened in the morning. The other possibility or other common behavior which many people do is that, for example, we get up in the morning and while we are having our breakfast, we think about already being at work and what we have to do at work. When we are at work, we think about our lunch break. When we are having our lunch break, we think about what we do later at work. So we are never in the present. We are always in the future. So of course, at the end of the day, our energy level is really low, right? So of course there are other possibilities how we lose our energy. For example, people with low energetic vibrations, or if we have like too much to do. But in this video, I would like to talk especially about these two possibilities. So, what exactly happens with our energy if we get up in the morning and something negative happens, and we just say, I don't care about it, I just push it away. In that moment, when we experience something, when we experience a situation which evokes emotions or physical stress or mental stress, right? We are connected to this, so we connect this stress to this situation. And when we think about the situation, the stress is present and wants to just flow through us and be released. But usually, many times when we say, I don't care about it, I don't want to think about it, then we keep the stress and the emotions stored in our body. So a part of our energy stays in our past, for example, in the situation in the morning. Then we move on, we have some stress at work, or we have a dispute with a friend, whatever. And then we have again some emotions. And instead of letting them flow through us, we just move on. And we lose again a part of our energy. And we are in the evening, we meet, for example, our girlfriend, our boyfriend, and then of course we usually are tired, or maybe we are excited because we want to see them, right? And then, of course, we are excited, but even then, we need energy. When we come home, probably we are very tired, because also there, in this positive situation, some energy is stored. So imagine that during one day, how much of our energy is stored in the little situations we experience. And same thing with the future. If we always imagine what we will do next, but when we are at the next point, we imagine the next point, we are never connected to our energy. And we are never in the present moment. Because we need our energy in our body to manifest and to be really vital and to live our life the way we really want to and to enjoy, right? So, and our society does it very often, that we are too much in the future, or we just reject situations from the past, so we also reject our energy, right? So how can we take it back and be more energized? As mentioned before, this situation happens. This situation happened because so it resonates with us somehow. So if we are criticized by our boss, or if we have a dispute with a friend, it evokes some emotions within us. So it means that it has something to do with us. So our emotions, they need our attention, and they need our body to be transformed. So what can we do? So if we are, for example, at lunchtime and we have like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we can start to think about the beginning of our day. So how did I feel when I got up in the morning? I felt great, so I'm grateful for that I woke up in a positive mood. Then we move on, like on a timeline. We move on and we connect to the situation where we received the email from the boss. And probably we will feel again the same emotions, like anger or maybe fear or being rejected. So in that moment, we pause. We just stay in these emotions, which are connected to the situation with the email from our boss, and we just perceive them in our body. Maybe we perceive the anger here, or some sadness in our heart, or some stress in our solar plexus. So then my suggestion for you is just to sit or maybe to walk and let the emotions flow. We don't have even to think too much about it. It's not about thinking, it's more about feeling and releasing the stored emotions and letting them flow. So in that moment, when we give it some space and we give it some time to flow, then we will feel more energized. So when we feel neutral about the situation, the goal is not to feel happy about the situation. The goal is to feel neutral. Then we can move on to the next situation, to the next negative situation, or to the next positive situation. And we even store energy in the positive situations, right? Because then we have, of course, we have memories, and when we think about these memories, we feel energized, which is great, but we live in the present moment. So we need this energy from the past, from a happy moment, in the now. So here I recommend you to do the same thing. Think about this positive situation, dive into it, feel the energy flowing, and be grateful for it. And the emotion of being grateful makes that you will experience more and more of these situations again in your future. And then also let go of the situation and trust that in the future you will have other positive situations again. And when you do it at lunch, then you do half of a day, and maybe in the evening when you come home, you can do the same, the other half. And you will feel the difference. Maybe at the beginning you will need some time to get accustomed, and maybe at the beginning your body will need some more time to transform the stored energy into flowing energy. But if you do that on a regular basis and it doesn't require too much time, you will feel really more energized, and your body will learn how to transform quicker. I'm doing this exercise, or I have been doing this exercise for about, I think, 4 years or 3 years, and I do it every single day. And since I have been doing this exercise, I really have more energy during the day. And for example, if I have an intense session with someone and there are of emotions, and usually I should feel very tired after it, I just sit down for 2-3 minutes, I move through this session again and transform the stored emotions and and help my body to vibrate higher again. So I really apply it in my everyday life, and I have always a lot of energy. So, what about heavy situations? Of course, this technique we can use with like everyday situations, or even with situations where we have a dispute or a quarrel, or if there's really some difficult situation at work. This method can also be used with traumatic situations, but in my opinion, it would be better if you use it to have someone close to you. So someone who supports you, who can hug you in a moment when some emotions come up, or even a professional person who can support you. Because when you go again to traumatic situations, of course, really heavy emotions come up and you can have an emotional breakdown because you experience it again. So in that moment, it's really crucial to have someone close to you who can support you. So I also work with this method with traumatic situations with my clients. But of course, there I'm using like shamanic tools, energetic tools in order to really rebalance the energies. Because some traumatic situations, they, of course, they create more harm to one than like everyday situations. So I hope I could give you some great ideas how you can have more energy during your day and really feel more in the present moment and manifest more of what you wish for. So I hope to see you again soon, and thank you.